Hello everyone, I am Guildmaster Committee, leader of Taste of Poison. Today is January 31st, 2026. In this video, we're going to talk about an ESO article, we're going to talk about some clan updates for the PAX Day clan, and we're going to talk about some news articles that Mainframe posted for PAX Day. So let's just go ahead and get started here with ESO's February 2026 Survival Guide. Prepare for a heartfelt month of camaraderie and companionship this February in The Elder Scrolls Online. February 2026 Roadmap. In-game event Hearts Week. Share the love during a new in-game event. Hasten to Hearts Day. Complete activities to unlock romantic rewards. Two-sided deathmatch weekend. Sees bonus AP in the Battlegrounds PvP mode from February 25th to March 4th. Alright. Get ready to ride. Golden Pursuits. If you haven't yet claimed the Anniversary Fellowship Bear mount via January's Golden Pursuits campaign, there's still time. White Strikes Mayhem. ESO's premier PvP in-game event continues into the first week of February, offering a new style for those willing to fight it out in the Battlegrounds, Imperial City, and Cyrodiil. Daily login rewards. Log into ESO Daily this month to claim a suit of useful consumables and items, including some valuable crafting materials such as drogue wax on day 7, rosin on day 14, and tampering alloy on day 21. Hearts Week arrives this February. Earn a new memento while enjoying a bonus to XP and rapport gains for your companions during the Hearts Week in-game event. Look for more information about this event closer to its start date. Golden Pursuits. Even more rewards during the Hearts Week event period, including a affection emote furnishings and more with a new Golden Pursuits campaign. Community charity drive in February to be announced. Hello ESO creators. Tereni, No Lollygagging, and friends support the American Heart Association with a series of special charity live streams during Hearts Week. Check out their individual channels for details. Earn bonus AP in 8v8 Battleground matches, two-sided deathmatch weekend, February 25th to March 4th. Once you're done with all the lovely-dovey stuff, get back to what you do best with the Deathmatch Battleground weekend mini PvP event. Whether you're adventuring with that special someone or need to level up your companions fast, there's a lot to love about ESO this February. Keep an eye out for all kinds of Heart Week content on the website and our social channels this month, including a new Lord Master's archive, and let us know your plans for this first of its kind event via Blue Sky, X, Instagram, and Facebook. So that's it for this article. Next, we're going to talk about some clan updates for the PAX Day clan. I'm slowly but surely getting my way into PAX Day now. This is a screenshot of what I have so far for my plots. As you can see, it is nowhere near complete. I still have a lot of work to do just for the foundation alone, but it's getting there and we're making progress. Also, we are going to move provinces later on if we have not already. So there will be another video that I'm going to film right after this, and we're going to talk about that. So keep your eye out on my channel, and it'll probably be the very next one. So next we're going to talk about an article that Mainframe posted. Upcoming Master Crafting, AMA from Discord. This was posted yesterday. Hello Paxians, thank you for your participation in the AMA thread on our Discord server. We have received quite a lot of questions and have decided to split the answers into two parts so as not to overwhelm you with information. The first part will focus on Master Crafting, and the second part, which will be published early next week, will be about crafting XP changes. Let's dive in. Master Crafting, mechanics and changes. What exactly qualifies as a master crafted item? Required skill level? Must the recipe be trivial mastered? To answer all that, an item will become the master craft if you roll a 95% success or higher when making the item. This means you have a chance to make an item master crafted regardless of your skill level. Still, the probability of master crafting an item is heavily dependent on the difference between your skill level and the recipe difficulty level. For a recipe that's considered mastered, you have about 45% chance of making a master crafted item based on the craft RNG roll. For more difficult items, the chance gets slimmer and slimmer, but there's always the sliver of chance to get this even for the very hard crafts. Is master crafting a fixed bonus or variable? Currently, the master crafting only affects items with item power. For these items, you get a fixed plus 50 bonus on the item power of the item. We have ideas for expanding the effect of master crafting in future releases. Is master crafting a one-off system or something that will expand over time? We have plans to expand this later. As noted, this update only affects items with item power. We have ideas for how to integrate this into crafting the products into stackable items and make the buffs more interesting. Master crafted items, stats, and effects. Does master crafting increase durability, lifetime, tool effectiveness? Tool effectiveness is based on the item power, so yes. Durability and lifetime are not affected, but we might change this in a future release. Will higher level master crafters produce stronger master crafted items? No, but a higher skill level will expand the range of items you can master craft. Will master crafted items ever have additional effects beyond item power, fire, speed, specialization, perks? Never say never, but not today. Will master crafted jewelry receive benefits as well? Jewelry crafting is a very undeserved crafting skill right now, and we really want to integrate master crafting to that profession as well, but this will happen in a future update. Customization and recognition. Will master crafted items have a distinct visual appearance? Currently, the in-world items is not affected by master crafting. Will the crafter's name be visible on the item, be visible on the market listing, be optimal for anonymity? The master crafted items will feature a new design element in their items icon. The item stats panel will show the master crafting item power bonus in the item power calculation and the name of the crafter under it. The crafter's name is not optional. Thanks for reading. Please note that things may change based on feedback received during the test of the feature on Arcadia. Stay tuned for the second part, Pax Vibiscum, the mainframe team. Let's see if we can enlarge this image. Alright, so we got... Okay, that looks cool. Anyways, next article, posted 5 days ago from Mainframe. A small update with a big impact. Hello, Paxians. We're hard at work on the next content update, which we already teased in our retrospective. We plan to deploy it on our public test shard Arcadia in the next couple of weeks. Rather than introducing entirely new systems, this update refines how existing features feel, look, and connect to make everyday play smoother, more readable, and more expressive. Let's dive into the details. Crafting with better progression. 2 of the most requested features from our latest poll relate to crafting, and we've already made good progress on both. Work is still ongoing, however, and these changes may not be included in the first round of testing on the PTS. Crafting is being refined to feel more rewarding and better balanced. With master crafting, exceptionally successful crafts on items with item power can permanently boost that item's power and record your name as its master crafter, giving standout creations a lasting sense of identity. The item power boost is additive with any enchantment applied to the item, meaning that with master crafting, the best possible gear will be rare variants that have been both master crafted and enchanted. We're aware that this mechanic does not apply to items with no item power such as foods and potions, and will be exploring ways to add meaningful, exceptional success mechanics for those professions in a later update. At the same time, a major rebalancing pass is being applied to crafting XP for 5 main professions: leatherworking, weaponsmithing, tailoring, blacksmithing, and armor smithing. This update adjusts how much experience each item grants to make progression smoother, more consistent, and more rewarding overall. Importantly, this change is not a nerf to crafting XP. Instead, XP is being rebalanced so that recipes that are more expensive to craft grant more experience, better reflecting the effort and resource investment involved. Cheaper recipes will continue to provide viable progression, while more complex, resource-intensive crafts will now feel appropriately rewarding. In most professions finished, final items will grant more XP than intermediary components, encouraging players to complete full crafting chains. Blacksmithing is a deliberate exception. Because the profession relies heavily on crafting intermediary components as a core part of its gameplay loop, these intermediary items will continue to provide strong XP rewards to ensure blacksmithing progression remains smooth and satisfying. Additionally, the recipe level distribution is being reworked, so players gain access to useful, viable items more consistently as they level, rather than being constrained by rigid progression gates. This should significantly reduce the number of crafts that feel wasted or inefficient. Note that we are not changing the leveling curve itself, only how much XP individual crafts grant. Finally, while this pass focuses on these 5 professions, other professions will be added when they're ready. They are currently undergoing a deeper rework, which requires additional time to get right. Smoother communication and expression. Talking, coordinating, and expressing yourself are becoming more intuitive. New commands for party management, chat, clans, and emotes make it easier to interact quickly, especially when timing matters. Characters are also gaining more personality. New emotes like insult, show respect, let's go, and call out expand nonverbal communication, while a new moods tab allows you to select a persistent facial expression. Your chosen mood stays active until changed, and the emotes now include basic facial animation that can be subtly altered by combining them with different moods. Note that this will still WIP, work in progress, and might not make it to the next round of testing right away. Character menu, cleaner, clearer, more useful. The character menu is being redesigned to better support moment-to-moment play. It now lives in a right-hand side panel, aligning with broader UX plans and improving consistency across menus. Detailed information appears in floating tooltips when hovering over or selecting elements, keeping the interface readable without overwhelming the screen. The equipment tab no longer takes control of the camera and instead displays your character directly on the menu, along with your name and average item power. Selecting an equipment slot now shows only the items that fit, reducing unnecessary friction. The stats UI has been expanded into a full tab with additional stats and unique icons, and the skills tab has been moved from the journal into the character menu to keep all character-related information in one place. Alright, that's cool. Clan management simplified. Clan tools are also getting a clarity pass. The clan menu now uses the same right-hand side panel layout and tooltip system as the character menu. Players without a clan will see options to join or create one, while clan members gain clear access to announcements, member lists, and applicants. Clan settings, such as heraldry changes and leaving or disbanding a clan, have been moved to the top right corner of the menu. Permissions change are not included in this update, but they remain a high priority feature for the future. World, easier to read. A broad visual pass improves how resources appear across biomes. Many small or low profile resources have been converted into large clusters, while others have been resized, recolored, or reworked to stand out more clearly from surrounding foliage. Non-interactive plants have been toned down to reduce visual noise, and some resources have been fully recreated to improve overall quality. The goal is simple: make it easier to spot what matters without losing the world's natural feel. The end result is that finding resources that used to be extremely hard to spot is now easier, while you'll still be able to gather more by building knowledge and skill on where to find resources and exactly how to spot them. Performance where it counts. Performance improvements are underway, with focused profiling aimed at improving render performance during combat. The intention is to make intense encounters feel smoother and more responsive. This update includes fixes for several rendering performance issues discovered when profiling issues reported by the player community. Looking ahead, this upcoming update is all about refinement. By improving readability, usability, expression, and performance, it brings PAX Day a step closer to the experience it's aiming to be: cohesive, immersive, and rewarding in the details. We plan to deploy this update on our public test shard Arcadia very soon, aka in the coming weeks, with several stages of testing. As usual, we'll make adjustments as needed based on relevant feedback. Keep an eye on the official channels for the details that should be communicated pretty soon. Pax Vobiscum, the mainframe team. But that's all I have for this video. Stay tuned, because we're going to have another video right after this one talking about which region we're going to move, province we're going to move to and why. But that's all I have for this video. Have a corrosively wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video.